No, wait. It's not what it looks like. It's not what it looks like. I'm gonna cut that part out. Anyways, what up? Back again with another video. And I hope you guys are enjoying the content so far. I figured today we'll do a little Q&A. Everyone's been asking a lot of questions, so I don't want you guys to feel like I'm ignoring you. I will do my best to answer every question that you have, or at least for the most part, and try not to steer off topic too much. So anyways, let's get to it. Alright guys, so here we are. I actually have questions wrote down on this paper, so I'll just start reading them and we'll just go from there. Where did my fitness journey begin and kind of the backstory with it? About 7 years ago, I lived with my friends Ollie and Travis. They always went to the gym and I was a huge Call of Duty nerd, so I stayed at home and played COD. One day, Travis went downstairs and hit the breaker and shut my game off. So, needless to say, I was pretty upset about that. But I got dressed, went to the gym, and it just kind of started from there. It's not like one of those like love at first sight things, you know. I more or less trained to, I guess, do something, more like catch a pump type workouts. So I guess over the years I've just kind of fallen in love with training. Probably about 3 years ago is when things really kind of took a turning point and got more serious. I started competing and I train instead of lift, if that makes any type of sense. Some of you may understand that, some of you won't. I feel training is a more serious type of lifting. You don't go in just to catch a pump or, you know, break a sweat and then leave. You're literally in there to whoop your own behind every single day. Next question is, how do I stay motivated? Do my wife and I train together? My wife and I have not trained together yet. Reason being, she'll kill me. No, but she kind of does her own thing with her friend, so I don't like to intervene with that too much. We do have a plan to hit legs here soon, so that'll be fun. How do I stay motivated? Self-motivation, I guess, is the best way to put it. I don't look to others necessarily for my motivation. I do have people that I look up to or idolize in the fitness industry. I watch a lot of YouTube videos, but I know that I'm not my best self yet. My best person, I guess, if that makes any sense. I know there's a lot more I have to offer for myself. So therefore, every single day I do everything I can, in more than one way, to get one step closer to reaching that point. What supplements do I take daily? They're right there actually. I'll go grab them. All right. Men's Multi, 1 a day. Fish oil. And protein, nothing but the best, baby. It's cinnamon French toast, the bomb. Those are what I take daily, nothing special. When I'm competing for my shows, I'll throw in a fat burner. And I really think that's about it. Every once in a while I'll take medicine like ZMAs or something to help me sleep, but other than that, that's about it. Advice for beginners: take it slow. Do everything that you can to learn a proper form over weight. Repping heavy weight the wrong way, there you will benefit very, very little from. Find YouTube videos if you need to, Instagram videos, anything you need to really. Ask people at the gym, and don't be afraid to go to a gym. I understand that there's bigger people, more fit people, ripped people. You don't want to get made fun of. I completely understand that. I was the skinny guy back in the day. So me going to a gym with a bunch of meatheads or, you know, whatever, it was intimidating. So I completely understand where you're coming from, but remember one thing, they started somewhere. They weren't born like that. So they started somewhere, you're starting somewhere. So go in there, put your headphones in, and get to work. Don't worry about what other people have to say. That their opinions will never cash you a check. So it doesn't matter. My inspiration to lift or compete. Like I said earlier, I don't really have someone that I look to technically for motivation. I have people that I idolize, like I said earlier. Chris Bumstead, Regan Grimes, those dudes their physiques are just incredible. So I look to them, I guess, in a sense, for motivation. I want to be like them, but as a version of me, if that makes any sense. Competing, I had talked about it for like 3 years. So one day I was at the gym and there I was, blah, 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 blah. And I decided, you know what, it's time to either put up or shut up. So I contacted a coach, and as soon as I could, I paid for my show, and that was it. So next question, will I keep my beard for my next show, and when is my next show? Yes, the beard will stay. I don't know when I'll ever cut it, to be honest with you. It's just become a part of myself. When's my next show? Maybe this fall or next year. Like I said in the previous videos, I've just had stuff like come up in my personal life. Nothing bad, really. But it's just not a good time to make myself a priority. So we'll probably shoot for maybe this fall and see how that goes. At my height, was it hard to gain size? Very. Reason being is because I'm so tall. I'm 6'3". When I first started lifting, I was roughly like 170, 180 pounds. And my metabolism was just stupid fast. It was like no matter what I ate, I couldn't hold on to it. But then I realized how important food truly is. You know, eating 3 small meals a day is not going to eat. I mean, 5, 6 meals a day, heavy meals. Be uncomfortable after you eat because you need to eat a ton of food. My beard. I get a lot of questions about that. I've been growing it for a little over a year now, almost a year and a half. My boy Corey at the Wool Exchange here where I live, he's the man behind the scenes that keeps it crispy and trimmed up and everything. I don't use oil like I should, mainly just conditioner, but that's about it. Just like with fitness, you got to be patient when you're growing a beard, and it does take time, but it's worth it. I love it. For someone who struggles with bulking, do I recommend supplements? No, I do not. Supplements are used to supplement, in my opinion, supplement a certain area where you may be lacking. A mass gainer, sure, you know, throw in a few more 1,000 calories a day, that's not going to hurt. But what I recommend for you is food. Food. Eat, and eat a lot. Eat your mom out of her house. Eat your girlfriend's food when you go out to eat. Eat your baby's food if you have to. I'm kidding. Don't eat your baby's food. But yeah, eat. Supplements aren't a bad thing. Don't get me wrong. I take supplements daily, but I don't recommend them over food. Like I said, you know, a mass gainer or protein shakes or even some creatine, whatever. Yes, that's fine. But for the most part, eat. The camera that I use is an Olympus. Troy Hutchins, one of my dudes, is letting me use his for the time being, so I don't really know too much about it. That's all that I know. What made me to start doing YouTube videos? You guys and Remington. If you guys know who Remington James is, which I'm sure 90% of you do, He's been on me for quite some time to do YouTube. Then his followers, which I'm sure a lot of you guys are, started, you know, reaching out to me like, man, come on, you gotta do YouTube. Like, we want to see what you do, etc., etc. So therefore, just like my competing, I just decided to either shut up or put up, and I got a camera and put it in front of me, and now here we are. Last question. How do I balance my life? I don't, to be honest with you. My life is based on priorities. Family's first, no matter what. I will never put my kids or my wife in front of training in front of them. I almost got in trouble there. Ever. My kids are first. They're number one, period. And that will never change. I am not with the mother of my kids, so I don't have them all the time. So therefore I have more free time. But when I do have them, my kids love the gym. And that might be because I get them donuts from time to time. But so therefore, when, you know, if I pick them up from daycare, or if we're just sitting here on a Saturday morning, hey, you want to go to the gym? They're like, yeah. So we go to the gym. Other than that, I mean, it's pretty simple. Like, even when, you know, I've got a full house, I can still manage to eat. My wife does not mind that I go to the gym. She's actually extremely supportive of it, as long as I don't abuse it, which I don't. I'm not gone for, you know, 4 or 5 hours, or I don't go to the gym and go here and go there and go, you know, etc. It's fairly easy to balance it. When it really comes down to it, it's just about making time. My gym is now 24 hours, so I can go at any time of day, any time of night. And as far as, like, you know, cooking my food, or if I'm in prep, how do I do that and take care of my kids, make time for my wife, which she hasn't been with me yet through a prep. But I mean, you just do it. You find a way, you know. It's like, what it boils down to is, when there's a will, there's a way. It's plain and simple. I know that you're busy. I know people have different schedules, busier schedules, etc., etc. But at the end of the day, if you want something to happen, you will make it happen. Period. I was a single father with 2 kids. Like I said earlier, I didn't have them 100% of the time, but practically 50% of the time. I went through prep. I worked construction 8 to 12 hours a day. I had to do cardio every single day, some days twice a day. I had to raise my kids. I had to clean my house, mow my yard, do the laundry. I did everything. Was I tired? Absolutely. Absolutely. Exhausted. But once I got to where I wanted to be, when I reached my goal of stepping on that stage, everything was worth it. So, balance, motivation, all summed up in one. If you want to do something, you will. Period. That's all it comes down to. Don't be lazy. Don't make excuses. Just remember what you're set on and get to it. That's it. So anyways, guys, that's pretty much going to sum up this video. I know it wasn't anything special. I was just kind of sitting and talking, but I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave your feedback, and also let me know what you want to see for a future video. I'm getting ready to cook some food. Ground chicken, ground turkey, and here's the ground chicken. Just a little bit of food, you know, to get me through the day, possibly a meal or two tomorrow. I know you're wanting to see my food. I know. I'm sorry, but I promise I'll probably do like a day in the life video of me eating, which some of you will be surprised, because I went back and forth of what to do. I'm just going to keep it real and show you what I eat. That does not mean you guys can eat the same thing, but it's what you want, so I'll give it to you. Anyways, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed once again. And I will see you guys in the next video. See ya.